Well, hello. Welcome back. It's Jesse, professional poker player and mathematician. I've been seeing a lot of stories recently that are just so bullish about crypto. It started off as Bitcoin to 1 million. Now I'm getting all these news feeds of it, Bitcoin to 100,000. They're like, you know what? Drop a zero. They're not buying the $1 million story anymore. And instead of the government regulating and pushing around crypto, now it's Coinbase is suing the government. We're going to teach the government who's boss. And you know, that's great. And I wish them the best of luck. But the truth is, historically speaking, the more bullish news stories come out about a market, the more bearish it is in fact about to turn. Americans worship their television. They'll even get a down low secret investment tip right off their TV, not bothering to put together the fact that JP Morgan and the most evil people that we're actually always investing against, it's always David versus Goliath, they're the ones putting that information out for you to feed. Food for fact. Anyone with half a brain can tell that the S&P 500 is literally about to come crashing down. We don't even need to look at the macros to know that that is true. And I fear that that may be, in fact, the key pin that is going to bring the crypto market crashing down with it. Although the two are not completely correlated, if the S&P comes barreling back down to its pre-COVID levels, it's going to pull old Biddy down with it. And when old Biddy comes down, so do all the altcoins. Then where's the $1 million Bitcoin friends going to be? Looking at their TV, waiting for the next investment tip, or perhaps seeking a different opinion. But today we're focusing on Kaspa coin. For those of you that just joined here, we use a brilliant indicator. A lot of people love the RSI, they love the MACD. Those were from the 90s, the day when people were first investing at home on their computer. And back then, you could have probably totally cleaned up with that. And you can still get a little bit of a read from them. But you need AI to really help you with investing today. Because again, it's David versus Goliath. And you know JP Morgan and those guys, and they're who you are investing against. You know they have AI on their side. So you want to get your computer doing super good calculations. They won't give it to you on Thinkorswim. They won't give it to you on TradingView. But you can get some AI predictions right here. I'll share them all with you guys. So first we're going to go over my Kaspa charts. We're going to take a look at the trend lines I have set up. And I think that what we have forming here is a bull flag. So we're going to go over mathematical stats for the percentage that bull flags break up, and then the mathematical measurements for how to determine if something actually is a bull flag or if it is in fact a different pattern on a chart. Then we're going to jump over to everybody's favorite, which is AI. We're going to take a look at a lot of different things, not just its price prediction today. We're going to take a look at what Kaspa correlates with and doesn't. Thus, when Kaspa goes up, this thing often goes down. Earlier in the show, we did a $20,000 long with raw cash on AVAX. We were playing a potential breakout. When we had that much money down, what we also did was we did a quant short that we levered up because quant was our most bearish chart that we could find, and it also negatively correlated with AVAX. So we could hit a double home run. The AVAX could take off while the quant crashed, and it's like a double backup play in case Gary Genslinger put some major restrictions on how many people can deposit in the banks. Could be anything. You can wake up in the morning and the whole market crashed 20%. That way we're protected because we have a levered up short out there covering our butt. Charlie Munger does that all the time. That's how he made a boatload during the 9/11 attacks. Unfortunately, that was a bad time. Let's jump over to our charts and take a look at what we got today. Now, there's two different ways that we can possibly chart this breakout. What we have set up right now is, in fact, the bull flag. Now, we're not counting this on the top that popped out. We don't chart that. That would become more of a pendant. And we're going to go over that as well, which is also a bullish formation. But I think it's safe to say that this is, in fact, a bull flag. If you look at the bottom, you've got your two touch points there. Now, in order to make the bull flag, you got to have at least two touches on both resistance and support. So in fact, this could take another trip back down, or another way to see this is the breakout started here. This was a touch point. This was the second. This is just the flag forming. Now, statistically, on Bitcoin, any other pairs traded with USDT, in a bullish scenario, like this is clearly a bullish chart, the bull flag has an 82% chance to break out. The bullish pendant only has a 71% chance of breaking out. And this is all based on historic fact, based on other coins' past performance. Whenever this appears on a chart, that's how often it keeps cooking up. You know, in a way, it is like you've got pocket queens against ace king. You know, there is a statistical chance that this will break to either direction. Now, let me show you the other pattern that this could be, which is also bullish. But the thing about this is, remember, you're going to get different resistance and support with this. So the breakout will be different. Okay, this is a pendant right here. This is a pendant. So if we suddenly get this rejection, and we could easily get rejected right here because it's the golden pocket, bounce back, and then we find a support that's a bit higher, not coming down to this parallel line here, that would in fact start looking like a pendant, which gives it less of a probability of breaking out. Now, let's say it is a pendant. Let's say it turns around right here and then finds support at a much higher level. I would feel that we've safely broken out still after the golden pocket. I think the golden pocket is a very significant level here on this. So I wouldn't be looking to get any longs until we're well above 38 cents and holding on the 4-hour chart for a while. And more importantly, using that golden pocket of 38 cents as a resistance. So that's what I would say would be the breakout there. Let's jump over to the AI price prediction and see what we've got there. Oh yeah, the AI is extremely bullish for Kaspa. You know, and it actually sees it completely going opposite of the market. And on a lot of times, I've noticed that Kaspa has been completely negatively correlating with Bitcoin. Right now, it's only negatively correlating with Bitcoin Cash. But most of the times when Bitcoin's going down, Kaspa's still going up. Of course, Bitcoin's going up right now, and Kaspa is too. So the AI is seeing that it is correlating with Bitcoin right now at this moment. But when you watch Bitcoin go down, Kaspa will actually go up historically. Let's take a look at this pattern back here in March. Look at how Kaspa was shooting up. You know what? Bitcoin was going down then, as we can see on the chart right here. Yeah, Bitcoin had a dip right when Kaspa had a push. So it's predicting that the whole market is going to be retracing a lot here around the 11th of May. And it's actually seeing Kaspa shoot up monstrously, which is very interesting, and it seems extremely bullish for Kaspa. You know, it has Kaspa shooting up to these monstrous levels of $1.20 even. I don't see how that could realistically happen. I think it's just the AI's way of it really saying Kaspa's a beast. Kaspa's here to say it's going to do a super breakout. And then, of course, it does have it retracing back down to single digit 8 cents, 9 cents later in the fall. Very interesting stuff here from the AI.